Are you ready to say goodbye to 2020? The pandemic has made a major impact on your love life. Are you ready to shake things up this next year? In this video, I want to give you 5 of my best tips for how to find love in 2021. If you can't wait for 2020 to be over, you're not alone. The pandemic has not only affected people's lives, their livelihood, and their health. The pandemic had a profound effect on so many different areas of people's lives. And when it comes to dating and relationships, it's been an existential crisis of sorts. While you may have started out 2020 a little lukewarm about your relationships, suddenly having fewer options and having to go life alone has made you think. The existential crisis is, if life is short, maybe I don't want to go it alone. And for people already in relationships, it's solidified whether your relationship has what it takes. But looking forward to 2021, there is much to be excited about. A vaccine is here and new starts, not to mention a group of thirsty singles. And I want to help you get ready. My prediction is that dating will be more focused with COVID, because I call it COVID courage, which means that people are speaking up. They're either failing fast or moving things forward. And watch for a baby boom in the next few years. I bet we'll see it happen. But if you're single, is there something you can do now? How can you get ready for 2021? Many people know me. I'm Dr. Diane, a psychologist, but I'm also a nerd. I like to reference the science. And there is a scientific theory that's going to help you level up your dating life in 2021. It's called the success theory, and it's exactly what you need. The theory was founded by a Harvard professor. The concept is that if you want success in most anything, you need these 5 crucial ingredients. You see, success is not about luck. Success is when preparation meets opportunity. And when it comes to love, are you prepared for love in 2021? What will you do to create more opportunities to meet other singles? Preparing yourself means that you take time this year to look internally. And some good things did come from the pandemic, and that was an overall slowing down. With fewer social obligations, people learned new skills, spent time by themselves, and got to those much-needed house projects. And turning inward can also help solidify what you want in your next relationship. Can you be more prepared emotionally for a relationship? Certainly, you can work on your attachment issues. Check out my other videos. And you can work on letting go of your past, letting go of your exes, and learning what you don't want and what you do want. But love isn't going to fall in your lap in 2021. While it can happen, that's the exception rather than the rule. What's more likely is that you're going to need some help getting ready, and I'm here to do just that. Follow these 5 steps to success, and you will look at love in 2021 differently. Step 1, vision. What do you want for yourself? What is your vision? What do you see in your future? And not specifics, but generalities. The truth is you can't find something if you don't know what it looks like. My advice in finding vision is to create a vision board. A board for where you are now, one for the next year, and a vision board for 5 years, and then for 10 years from now. I want you to dream a little. Think about where you want to be. Are there children in your future? A house? A dog? Go on Pinterest and create a vision board. Post pictures of what you dream of. Because people who create vision boards are more likely to fulfill their goals. Step number 2, strategy. Most people don't have a strategy when it comes to dating. Strategy is key though. Because how are you going to meet other singles? How are you going to create opportunities? You can meet somebody obviously online through friends of friends. And before you go swearing off, oh, I'm not going to meet them online, think about dating as a portfolio in some ways. You're going to need more than one type of investment. And before you say you'll never go online, think about the statistics. Pre-COVID, about 40% of people were meeting online. But during the pandemic, that number was anywhere from 50 to 75%. What used to be the second best way to meet someone was friends of friends, and that'll return. That's about 30%. Pre-COVID, the next best way to meet someone was at church. That was 11%. 10% of people usually meet at work, which leaves 9% of people meeting at bars and the rest random. But you have to be creative. And once the pandemic is over, you want to make sure to say yes to most social invitations because you never know where you're going to meet them. Step number 3, mindset. If you want to be successful in anything, you need to have a mindset of success. You have to see yourself having what it is that you already want. But if your mindset is something like there are no good people out there or all the good ones are taken, then you can imagine that this mindset will become your reality because your thoughts affect how you feel and then how you act. So essentially, with a negative mindset, you will quit before you even start. But what if you changed your mindset? What if you started to say new thoughts like, I'm a good partner, I'm ready for love, and it only takes one? With this positive mindset, will that allow you to see opportunities instead of limits? Step number 4, you have to be tenacious. You don't have to date 100 people, you just need to find one good one. But even if you did, imagine that it's not going to work out with 99 people, and you can't take it personally. And you're going to need good stamina so you don't quit after the first person breaks your heart. Because all successful people have had to overcome hardships to get better, to be stronger, and to know more of what they want. And love is not one size fits all. Not everyone's going to be a good match. But if you have to keep looking until you find the right person for you, and be prepared that if you have a very specific list of requirements, that your search may be longer and harder. Because everything we can describe is on the bell curve. Back to science, remember. Take, for example, intelligence or even height. 68% of the population falls within plus or minus 1 standard deviation of the mean or the average. But if you're looking for someone of average intelligence or height, you're going to have more people to choose from. However, if you're looking for someone with above average intelligence or above average height, there's going to be fewer people out on the curve. Remember, while it's not impossible to find someone, say, who's over 6 feet tall, there's simply just less people. So be prepared for that. You will need to be tenacious. And when it comes to dating apps, what can we learn about tenacity there? In a Consumer Reports study, they looked at the different online dating apps to see which ones people rated as the most successful. And do you know what they found? The one that was most successful is the one that you didn't quit. Because eventually, if you stick with it and you are tenacious, it will pay off. Step number 5, flexibility. This is the final step. And you have to be flexible in your search for love too. Say, for example, you're on one dating app and you're not feeling it. Switch to another. Don't say, I'm never going to meet somebody at work when there might be a potential person who could be a fit for you. Being flexible also means dating someone who's different than your usual type. Let's face it, your type may not be working for you. But dating someone who's a different type, whether that's a different personality, different race, different background, you might be pleasantly surprised. Because after all, it's not about getting what you want in a relationship. It's about getting what you need. And someone who looks different might be the very person who meets your needs. So in summary, finding love isn't impossible. And when you have a vision, a strategy, the right mindset, you're tenacious and flexible, you too can find it. 2020 is coming to a close. Don't let the negativity of the past cloud your future. Love is a journey. It's sure to have some ups and downs, twists and turns. Don't let one or a few experiences deter you from your eventual goal to find love. Love is in sight in 2021. Use these 5 tips to have more success.